Hello everyone, good morning, and I'm Keith from Cheetah Mobile, and we are originally an application developer for phone optimizer, like a Clean Master, and in 2014 we started developing and publishing games. So some of the games are very popular throughout the market, from China to Europe to the United States, and here I can introduce about how we get this business running. So we started publishing games since 2014, and our first title was acquired from a popular one-type game called Piano Tiles, or Don't Tap the White Tiles. It was a phenomenal game, generated over 100 million stores, and as a new player in the market, we want a quicker start, so we acquired the project, and using this IP, we developed our own games, that is Piano Tiles 2. So following Piano Tiles, we launched a few other games. So you can see from the logos here, we only launched no more than 8 games, but all of them achieved very high installations around the world. Well, our best game is Piano Tiles. From 2015 till now, we accumulated about 600 million stores worldwide, including both iOS and Android. And most of the users are from United States and European countries. And our second title of publishing is Rolling Sky, which is an Australian-made product. And we tried to license it, but the original founder just wanted to quit. So we also acquired this project as well and promoted very well, accumulated 210 million, still growing and very stable. And our third title, so far the third most downloaded title is Tap Tap Dash, which is also developed in Australia as well. And this game is still updating, and we still got about 100K, 200K installed daily. And our fourth popular title is Dancing Light, which is a Polish developer who gave this game to us to publish. And another one is Arrow.io, so it's a PvP game supporting 5 versus 5, which is more popular in China rather than outside China. And Abyss Rim is our first medical game, which generates 25 million installs. And to a medical game, it's a pretty good number. So I'm gonna share the case of Piano Tiles. This game got 600 million installs, and it was number 1 in 151 countries, and 2.7 million 5-star ratings. And it's also the best game of Google Play 2015. So, and also number 2 in top downloads around the world. So the reason we want to develop games like Piano Tiles 2 was because back in 2014, a lot of people must have noticed the popularity of Flappy Bird and also the popularity of 2048. They're always on top of the charts, number 1 in every country. And Cheetah Mobile found this could be another opportunity for casual games to go very popular. And if you look at the story behind the Flappy Bird, you must have heard or see that the PewDiePie made a great contribution to the popularity of Flappy Bird. And after the video played by PewDiePie, the game seized charts everywhere. So we weren't able to acquire Flappy Bird or 2048. They were too big or too happy to with the performance. So we found the developer of Don't Tap the White Tiles. The team is based in China, in Guangzhou. So they're kind of happy to sell the project as our seed product. So we will acquire the project and promote it harder with our application traffic or with our UA channels. So it proved that the business model is very successful. We can buy very cheap users from those games and still making a lot of profit out of it. So it looks this business model is sustainable. And then we decided to develop a game by ourselves. So when we studied the kind of one-type games like Flappy Bird and Piano Tiles, we found that there were about 100 ways of playing this kind of game. The match 3 version, the other different version of Piano Tiles. So we kind of studied all the different gameplays and we sent people to concerts because the original game was called the Piano Tiles, but it doesn't have anything with music. You're just trying to speed up and match all the dots. But when we go to different concerts, we go to movies, and we found how people really play piano. We want to create an illusion that some people who doesn't play piano can really play some melodies through this game. And then we add the music beats to the taps, and it becomes super popular. With this, the core mechanism accepted by a lot of users, we tested in many countries, and then we start iterations, and we provided different layouts, different interface, and tested in many countries. So if you see the updates, each time we update the interface and update a new game mode, we increase retention rate by 5%, another 5%. And when we introduce the endless mode and the crown system that encourage people to repeatedly challenge one level, the retention rate goes up to 60%, which is phenomenal to us at that point. So with super high retention rate and comparatively low UA cost, we managed to increase the CVR growth, which also reduced our UA cost. I can remember that in 2015, end of 2015, we got about 55% CVR rate. So every 2 users visit our store will install the game. During that time, you can see the packs that we got millions of users each day. So in its prime, we reached 25 million daily active users with less than 10 cents CPI. So we bought a lot of users during that period, and this game has seized the charts everywhere. And Dancing Line is our new game, which was released last year, but we prepared this game in 2016 for the whole year. It was called Through the Fog from the Polish developer Bombit, and you can see from the chart that the day 1 retention is only 29%. We did a lot of things to increase that. The reason we choose this game, first of all, is because the game provides a unique gameplay that matches your hand movements to the music beats. So it's quite similar to the mechanism of Piano Tiles. So there's some overlapping gameplay in those 2 games, which we found this game will be very promising game. And we adjusted the UI. We have increased the tutorial in the beginning, so the day 1 retention increased a lot. And we got a lot of beautiful music. We hired some top-tier composer from Poland who plays good piano, and they made songs exclusively for for Dancing Line. So we are also using the icon and logo of pianos, which are overlapping our previous users from Piano Tiles. And that feed a lot of users to this game as well. So when we get about 62% day one retention, we felt it's time to promote this game. So we use all the channels we can, and we're pretty big with Facebook and Google advertisements. So they gave us a lot of traffic at a very low cost. And the game was released earlier this year, and was on top of US, UK, and even for Japan, which is very hot. It's a market very hard to penetrate, and we were on #1 in Japan. So if you see the ratings, all the players playing this game is giving us like a five-star ratings. After 50 million installs, we still got 4.8 star on Google. And to reach very high DAU, we need to buy like 100K, 200K installs a day, or somehow organic installs. We tried the different things to increase the conversion rate and click-through rate. So we tested different icons in different countries. We even separate promotion materials in different countries. So if you see the icon on the green cube in China, but the second one is only in Japan or some other countries. So we tested in different countries to achieve 5% increase, and we changed the icon. And the third case is Rolling Sky, which is our first publishing case. And because this game is from Australia, that's one of the reasons I'm here, because if you look at the chart, the game originally was published by an indie developer called Turbo Chili, based in Sydney. And you see the publishing by themselves, you see the up and downs, but only subject to the feature from App Store and Google. So when you got feature, you go up, and you stay a while and you drop down because you don't know how to acquire users, so you don't stay on the chart. So after we take over from here, we optimize the Android performance, because this game is a one-click dash game. So the Android performance will usually be a little bit laggy. So we solved a lot of performance problems, reduced the memory consumption, and it made this game as smooth as Android and iOS. So the rating comes up from Android, and the retention comes up as well. So when we do user acquisition, user goes to both platforms instead of only going to iOS. And after that, retention increased. So the game was always on top when we took over. So this game accumulated about 200 million installs worldwide. And when we take over the project, we designed a lot of new features for the Western users, Halloween events, Christmas events, and we mainly promote this game in high-up countries like United States, UK, Western countries, Australia, and other English-speaking countries. We can say the ECPM of monetization is pretty well, so we can afford to invest 80% or 70% of our revenue to another round of UA. So the game is long-lasting for over two years and turning the third year for one type casual game with this much of installation and this long duration. It's very hard to achieve. And now this game still maintains about 3 to 4 million daily active users, still contributes a lot of users to our new game. And this is an interesting thing that we tested the game in many countries, and Saudi Arabia is the first countries to explode installs. And this gave us great confidence to duplicate the such promotion in other countries. So when we promote or publish casual game or one-type game, we did 3 parts of work. And first of all is the CVR is the utmost important thing, because when you purchase users from China, CVR decides how much money you pay. So if you increase CVR by 10%, you technically save 10% of your marketing budget. And to achieve high CVR, you definitely need to try different materials in different countries and always find the best icon for a certain country. And even description page and ad assets will play a big role in the CVR. Not only the language translation, but also the keywords that is popular in a certain area. So when we promote the game in States, the keyword ball is number 1. So when you search ball in App Store, you always find Rolling Sky during that period. And all the other interstitial video and test play is conducted by 20 people T within Cheetah. So we always update different materials of promotion assets. And as per UA, a lot of developer or indie developers are not familiar with UA because they don't have the budget to do such kind of thing. When we launched Piano Tiles, we accumulated a lot of experience to buy correct user from correct China at very low cost. What we did with the channel, first of all, we have a high DAU, so technically that will give us the best traffic. And if they don't give us best traffic, if we track the retention is low, we will tell the channel, no, we don't want your traffic, and give us something better. And when we monetize our traffic through advertisement, they always give us a higher, eCPM, because 20 million DAU at that time has very powerful bargain rights. So we get chance to filter different channel to find out what the channel provides what kind of traffic, which will probably match with our users. So with all the 3 parts of work conducted, we continue to grow our user bases and monetize very well from it. So for a lot of developers, they probably have a good idea, they have a good concept, which will be quite unique from the market. Like Dancing Light is quite a unique game from market. You don't see quite similar things from market at that time. And as well for Rolling Sky, the problem or the challenge for them is to scale up the user bases. They're good at 1 million DAU, 500,000 DAU, but without a constant feature, they cannot continue to grow. Well, for us, we have proved that through Rolling Sky, through Dancing Light, through other titles we publish. So, so far, according to our experience, according to our selection of games, all the games we published are quite successful in terms of install numbers, in terms of revenue, even in terms of rating. We have a very high rating for all our games. So basically, after the publishing so many projects, we have accumulated a kind of SOP way to adjust and promote a casual game or mid-core game to the App Store on Google. And to distinguish it from other Chinese developer or publisher, we are quite international. So most of the users come from outside China. If you look at the charts, Rolling Sky, Dancing Light, and all the other games are popular on all the Western markets. So maybe number 1. We always started with United States. So if you're number 1 in United States, it's comparatively easier for you to shift to other countries. So UK will follow up to hit the chart and other Western countries. And after the success in Western countries, we will tell the Chinese channels, Android channels, hey, we are number 1 in the States. Would you consider to promote us? The result is always positive. So you can see once we are popular in Western countries, we always will be the equal popular game in China as well. So you can see from the screenshots that the first two screenshots from the number 1, number 2 Android store in China. So we accumulated about 49 million installs for piano tiles from one channel alone, and we accumulated nearly 20 million installs for Rolling Sky from another channel in China. And with those experience, we are quite confident that if you have a unique game, you have a very interesting gameplay, but something else needs to be adjusted, like a retention or conversion. As long as you have a very unique gameplay, very fun gameplay, we can help you to reach like 100 million installs worldwide. And what we have right at hand is that we have 20 million DAU come by Rolling Sky and Dancing Light, and the piano tiles, of course. So this kind of cross-promotion traffic will account for 15% to 20% of new games. So we will have 100K, 200K installs as the basis of a new game. And if you have quite a unique gameplay, we can help you to kind of adjust the retention rate to 50% with our RPG system, with our reward system, so people will come back again, which has been proved in Dancing Light and Rolling Sky. So with this kind of quest or RPG system, we can retain user in very casual game for quite a long time. And of course, we have a comparatively big budget than mid-sized publisher on the marketing part. We do a lot of UA, and the other big thing is influencer marketing. We are very, very sophisticated with influencer marketing. I will share more details in next slides. And we generally share all the costs and all the revenue to our partners. So if you meet the developer of Rolling Sky and the developer of Tap Dash, they will tell you we are pretty fair to them. And we basically share the revenue and cost equally. So altogether, if you have a great concept, a new idea, or even a demo, we can go through it and we can find ways to help you grow bigger. And the next part is about influencer marketing, which is crucial to the publishing of casual game, or you call one-type game. So I just told about the story that PewDiePie did for the Flappy Bird when he made a video of Flappy Bird. The game became phenomenal at that time. And we kind of duplicated the process that we published the piano test, and we approached PewDiePie, and he also made a sponsored video for piano test, which helped us to leverage piano test to a whole new level. We are approaching 8 million DAU at that time, and after the video, we break 10 million DAU. So it's very helpful to use influencer to promote your content. So what we have is a few major platforms. I believe that YouTube is the biggest channel where you can get most view and most attentions, and a follow-up with Facebook and Twitter. But we always start with YouTube, and there is a standard for influencer marketing that we consider successful. 2 million views is the bottom line, especially for casual games. If you don't have 2 million views, you will find the money is not worth paying. And the active rate is kind of like when the viewer saw the video, there will be 100 viewers saw a video, there were 30% of them sharing the video with others. That is considered a successful video to us. And all the platforms you can see from here, most of them are based in, the agency are based in LA, in States. And throughout the major agents, you're probably be able to reach all the major influencers. And let's go through this. You can see Jack Paul, Roman Antwood, Osio Beauty Liza, and some of them are quite popular. I think we have a bottom line of using influencers. So our experience is always using the top tier influencer. So one 10 million subscriber influencer will play much better than 5 million subscriber influencers. So we also have indicators to evaluate the different influencer and performance. The first of all is of course the subscribers. So we suggest that you choose the biggest subscriber number, and sometimes they will probably buy some zombie fans that don't comment, they don't see your videos, they just follow you, subscribe this channel. So the other thing is average views. So if you find the 10 million subscribers with averaging less than 2 million views, that's going to be a problem because the users are not that active. And the likes and the comments is another indicator. If you see some people only have 2 million subscribers, but they got 100K, 200K comments for each video, which means this is quite a good influencer because you can pay much less to get much more active interactives. So we are planning to use some big name. Liza, I think she's nearly 12 million subscriber, and her videos averaging at 7 million views, which is phenomenal. But she will not let us sponsor her new video. And Collins and Harry, they all have very good numbers, 7 million views and 5 million views, which will be very helpful for casual games. Imagine you got 7 million views, I assume you'll get about 50 installs instantly from YouTube links, and there will be other things coming after. I'll show from here. So we use Roman Atwood for Dancing Live for a sponsor video. So he got many ideas, and he designed the promotion video with eyes closed and playing Dancing Live. So this is the feature of the game. So you can play a game, only listen to music without seeing it, and it's very popular. We got 2.5 million views, but we are on the App Store keywords trending for 9 hours, and this trending gave us 200K installs during one day. And after this trending, we kind of get more users from UA channel. So before the video, we were buying like 30 cents for one install from Google or Facebook. But after the video, we get twice or 4 times more users at even lower price. So this is where our influencer kicks in to lower cost and get more users. And of course, you see the ranking is increasing. We reached the number 4 in US after the video, and this bring us a lot of organic traffic, which is not counted as from the YouTube channel. And we also did a video with Osio Beauty for Dancing Live, and they were conducted in different months in different updates. So the first video we used Osio Beauty because she got over 11 million subscribers, so she is comparatively bigger than Roman and more expensive. But the video accumulated 12 million views, which is incredible for us. And after this video, Dancing Light break 1 million DAU and going to 2 million. And after the Roman video, Dancing Light break 2 million DAU, and now it's stabilized over 3 million DAU. And the next update, we will release a new remix from Alan Walker and made a new level for it. So we are looking for 4 million or maybe 5 million DAU after the next update. And this is the first influencer video we made for piano tiles. And at that time, PewDiePie was a lot cheaper than now. It's quite early, and the video got a lot of views and shares. And it's not only him, PewDiePie sharing the video. You can see the Japanese guy, which is called Haikakim. He got 5 million subscribers in Japan, which helped us directly penetrate the Japanese market. So we were #1 almost instantly after this video in Japan. And altogether, these two, the other smaller influencers voluntarily promote our games after PewDiePie and other big influencers. So we got 25 million daily active users soon after those two videos. And of course, it's not only the video itself well kicking, but the video help us lower the UA cost and get more higher conversion rate, so we can easily get much more users through the channels. And we have Tap Tap Fish is our first mythical game, which is a very hard to acquire user from the market, because it's the graphic is very dark. It expresses the feeling of deep sea aquarium, and it took us a lot of efforts to buy users, but we can't buy any from all the channels. So after the video, influencer video kicks in, we were able to buy a lot of users, even though the price is much higher than casual games, but eventually we can manage it to get over 1 million DAU after the influencer video. And after a short while, when the influencer video kicks in, a Japanese TV, which is a very famous TV show, found some people playing the game in street, and they made it a TV program, and then we soon become top 10, top 15 in Japan. So this is out of our control. It's all by accident, but we are happy that we think this is all subject to the influencer marketing that increase the effective of our game. So yeah, there are some other, good influencers. When we say good, we mean they have a lot of subscriber and a comparatively lower price and higher engage rate. So we probably will launch influencer video once per month or twice per month for different games to gradually increase our users' scale. So yeah, for casual games or mythical games, influencers play a big role in promotion. And before you can afford TV commercials like hardcore games, I think influencer is the best channel you can use to promote your game. So they help you lower CPI, help you boost the ranking, and of course help you to build branding, and more people know your games and they will recommend it to others. Yeah, that's everything today. So thank you. So if you have any questions about marketing and promoting casual games, yes, please.
With the last bit, you talked about sponsoring people. Obviously, I don't expect you to say the actual numbers, but would you be able to ballpark roughly, like, what is considered a relatively cheap
Usually, the agency would not allow me to give out the price, but usually if someone has over 10 million subscribers, ask for 100K is a reasonable price. Yeah. Yes.
I think it was when you were talking about rolling skies, you mentioned a keyword like bow or something like that.
Yes.
Yeah. So was that, can you give a bit more detail on that? So you were optimizing to ensure that you had that keyword, but was that just because it was connected to the rolling skies?
Yes.
Totally separate tangent.
Yes. Rolling Sky, the game itself was a ball rolling and dashing, so people will tend to share with friends. The story behind Rolling Sky is like this. The game released in the States first, and it's quite popular in the States and stand on top of the chart without the UA. And we asked the developer, Ben, why it happened. And he said the DAU peak is on Monday in the morning. We were curious why it happened. And we found some users, and they told us the elementary school students. So they're sharing the game on school bus each Monday. And how they share the game, hey, play this ball game. And the keywords become popular in App Store, and this game goes very viral in the States. Yeah. Yes, please.
So if a developer is interested in getting a publishing deal with Cheetah Mobile games, what would be the best way to approach you guys?
Yeah, we do a lot of things. We can provide fundings, we can provide development suggestions, and we can, of course, provide a lot of marketing resources. So the only thing we need is a good concept, with a demo or with a playable build.
Do you send through emails?
Yes, since I'm here, so you can grab my card.
So only for mobile games?
We focus on mobile platforms. All right?
You haven't mentioned about the Twitter and other platforms.
We found Twitter very hard to control. Yeah, the YouTube platform is a lot easier for us to control and to evaluate and track the data. But Twitter is not so transparent. There's no clear line that we can say we use this one and we get a lot of things. We get a ranking, we get trending. No, we didn't find the rules of Twitter yet.
How about Facebook?
Facebook is the best channel for UA so far. So the Facebook is very thoughtful. They provide a lot of useful suggestions for your UA. So eventually they want you to spend more, but they want you to spend more and get much more users. All right, I think that's all for today, and thank you all for coming here.